I was hanging from the cliff, and at that very moment, a torrential downpour suddenly poured from the sky. Rainwater kept washing over the rock face, making the surface slicker and slicker, almost impossible to hold on to. My strength was completely exhausted, and I could fall at any moment. I looked down and felt a wave of despair, but just then, I noticed that the rainwater below the cliff was steadily accumulating, gradually forming a small river. I saw a glimmer of hope. I clenched my teeth and held on, just hoping the water level would rise a little higher. When my hands could no longer support me, I used the last of my strength and let go, leaping down. Miraculously, I survived. I struggled to crawl to the shore, gasping for air and greedily drinking the rainwater as my consciousness slowly returned. Though I had narrowly escaped death, my left foot was badly injured. I found 2 stones, clamped my injured foot between them, and twisted hard, forcing the dislocated bone back into place. The pain nearly made me faint. Then I made a simple splint out of branches and vines, barely able to limp forward. But before I had gone far, a low growl suddenly came from behind. I turned around and saw a pack of wolves staring straight at me. To survive, I desperately climbed up a dead tree. A gray wolf leapt up fiercely, biting hard into my injured left leg. I pulled out my knife and stabbed it, barely managing to escape. The wolves couldn't climb, so they prowled beneath the tree. We stayed locked in that standoff for 2 whole days. When I finally looked down again, only the wounded gray wolf remained. The rest had already left. To stay alive, I tied my knife to a stick, turning it into a spear, planning to kill the wolf for food, but as I listened to its painful whimpers, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Instead, I tied its mouth shut with a rope, carried it to the riverbank, and slowly cleaned its wound. The next day, while I was tending to my own injured leg, I turned around and saw that the gray wolf had broken free. I thought it would lunge at me, but it didn't. It just looked at me quietly. I picked up a bowl of clean water and placed it in front of it. Maybe it sensed my kindness, because it gradually let down its guard and lowered its head to drink deeply. From that moment on, our fates became intertwined. I gave it a name, Alpha. From then on, man and wolf began a shared journey of survival. But just when we thought the disaster had finally ended, a new challenge quietly emerged.